What's the boss this time? Oh, jeez. It's a slime. And one that splits as well. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that bit, though. Dang it. Now that slime's gonna split. I can deal enough damage to get rid of the one small slime. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. Oh. Now the other big slime splits. Okay. What's up, cool people? My name's Matt. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Alrighty, so, my first attempt at an ironclad run on standard didn't quite get all the way through. I made it to Act 3, but fell to the Spire there. Since then, I've done part of a daily climb, and then went through a custom run that went most of the way through Act 2, but I died at the boss battle there. Custom can involve all sorts of crazy stuff. I think I'm mostly going to focus on standard runs in my recordings. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this run in Slay the Spire as the Silent, who can operate quite a bit different than the Ironclad. Like, just as an example, the Ironclad heals 6 HP at the end of each combat. So the Silent doesn't do that out the gate. They start each combat by drawing 2 additional cards, which at least gives you more options. So let's get that rolling. I am meow. What? I never understand that stuff. Reach the boss to receive more blessings. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP. Max HP plus 7. I think I'll take the max HP. I don't need the early combat to be that easy. Okay, so I got an extra little bonus thing there. Okay. Let me have a look-see here at the paths I could take, and which ones might be better, in a way. Well, the right path doesn't seem to be great for encountering elites, which those are the ones that give me relics, which are pretty helpful in the long run. Then again, there might be more events and stuff. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the left path here. So, long story short, Scooby, no need to feel embarrassed in my opinion. Okay, so we've got 2 louses, one with 12 HP, one with 14. But if I attack them, they will be less inclined to attack themselves, I think. Deal 3 damage, apply 1 weak. Sure. Oh no, it still plans to attack. It just has also gained some defense now. Okay. Well, I can gain enough block to not take any damage this turn. And then I can strike this one for 6 damage. Okay. Survivor. Gain 8 block, discard a card. Well, then I'll just discard one of my defend cards here, since all that's going to do is give me more block. Let's see here. And then that's enough for me to not get hurt. I'm hoping I can maybe progress a little bit quicker than I did in some of the previous runs. Well, can't do much more than defend now, so I'll do as much of that as I can. And I have been weakened, which means I deal less damage, but I should still be fine enough to finish this off. Okay. Win. Okay, adding a card to the deck. I can gain 4 block with no energy cost. That seems pretty good. Deal 12 damage. If you've discarded a card this turn, gain 2 energy. Deal 8 damage. Next turn, gain an extra energy. I have a ton of blocking so far in this deck. But free card. Or 0 energy cost card. So for that reason, I'm gonna go with Deflect, I guess. Now, more battles does typically mean more cards, but I also kind of like doing the events just to see what happens. You happen upon a group of what look like purple fire spirits dancing around a large bonfire. Spirits toss small bones and fragments into the fire, which brilliantly erupts each time. As you approach, the spirits turn to you expectantly. Offer. Receive a reward based on the offer. Oh. Interesting. Okay. I will offer 1 defend card. You toss an offering into the bonfire. Nothing happens. The spirits seem to be ignoring you now. Disappointing. I'm sorry. Oh well. Next battle. Also, if NIV large print because a great friend of my church understood my... Nice to have people who will support you in that way. For sure. Yeah, large print. And that's a thing that a bunch of Christians don't even consider as well. Like, I mean, large print is actually one of the more understood and accounted for reading issues out there. But like, I wonder if large print Bibles would also help with like people who are dyslexic and whatnot. I don't know, but I could see that being a thing. But yeah, there are all kinds of efforts out there, you know, just for the purpose of making the Bible more accessible to more people. Whether it's translating into more languages or making larger print versions or whatever, like... I am all in favor of making the Bible more accessible to more people. I'm certainly more so concerned with that than I am with being, like, you know, super word for word, we gotta have the best literal translation possible. Ooh, I got a smoke bomb. Escape from a non-boss combat, receive no rewards. That could get me out of a jam at some point. Which card to add to my deck? Piercing Wail. All enemies lose 6 strength this turn. Exhaust. Blade Dance. Add 3 shivs into your hand. Into my hand? Oh, dang. Okay. Well, that's essentially 12 damage right there. Prepared, draw 1 card, discard 1 card. I mean, at a cost of 0, that's essentially more flexibility in what you do. Which, if Magic the Gathering has taught me much of anything, it's flexibility in your actions is very important. So, I will take the prepared card. Oh yeah, by the way, anybody who's seen my previous Slay the Spire stuff might realize that the game audio is a bit louder now. I just, like... To me, it seemed almost too quiet before. Like, I could barely hear it in some moments, so I just bumped up the master volume within the game. Okay, well, I'm gonna get rid of this slime outright. That one intends to put some kind of a curse on me. Oh, well. Friend said NIV is more thought for thought and get the meaning more than NLT in his opinion. Yeah. Yeah, NIV is, in my opinion, still, you know, fairly understandable English. But I don't know. NIV and NLT are both pretty good at being understandable for modern English readers. Well, now prepared would do nothing, so I guess I'll just end my turn. I now have an exhaust card in my deck, which is not great, but oh well. Yeah, pardon me. See, this is when I would have wanted to maybe swap out some cards. Okay, well, now I can strike this slime twice and be done. Hooray. Flex Potion. Gain 5 strength. At the end of your turn, lose 5 strength. Okay, I mean, especially with empty potion slots, I'm fine with that. Ooh, dang. Eviscerate. Costs 1 less for each card discarded this turn. Deals 7 damage 3 times. That's quite a bit of damage. Piercing Wail again. Sneaky Strike. 12 damage if you have discarded a card this turn. Gain 2 energy. I mean, the energy could be helpful, but it depends on the cards in my hand. I actually think I will take Eviscerate. Yeah, and that was like a mystery event thing, wasn't it? And doggone it, in trying to do the events, I missed my chance at an elite way over there to the left. Oh well. In fact, I'm not sure I'm gonna hit any elites for a while. This is what happens when I don't look very carefully at the path for each step along the way. Strange blue humanoid with a golden helm, ? Approaches you with a huge smile. Hello, friend. I am Cleric. Are you interested in my services? The creature shouts loudly. I don't need to heal. No, not really interested in any of that. You don't trust this cleric, so you leave. Now, if I do the battle, I get another card outright. If I go to the rest, I could smith and upgrade a card. You know what? I'm gonna go here and smith something. Now, which card do I want to upgrade? Well, let me look at the different options here. Strike would just add more damage. That would just add more block. Survivor would add more block. Neutralize adds 1 extra damage and 1 extra weak, which means there's another turn that they would be weak. Not bad. 3 extra block. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Now if I upgrade Eviscerate... Okay, that deals... all in all 6 extra damage then. Out of all of those, I think I'll upgrade Neutralize first. I say first because, you know, I've got another event here, and then, who knows, I might smith at the next campfire, too. As you walk into the room, you hear a gurgling and the grinding of metals. Before you is a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light. Perhaps something magical? It looks like you can get some treasure if you just reach inside its opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt. Lose 3 HP with a 25% chance to find a relic. I mean, it's only 3 HP. That's not too bad. I think I'll take my chances. Ouch. All you find is corroded metal and a bit of burning pain. However, you're still convinced there's a relic. Oh. So I can keep going for a better chance at a relic. Ugh. This is going to be one of those, like, sunk cost fallacy kind of things after a while, isn't it? Let me try again. Hey. Okay, and you know what? That just accounts for the 7 extra max HP that I got at the start of the run. Success! After rummaging through the metal and burning acid, you finally grab hold of a relic and yank it out. You pull your way out of the ooze, damaged but rewarded. And I leave. Okay. So what's the relic I got? Enemies in elite combats have 25% less HP. Ooh, then I definitely want to go for more elites. Whoa, hello. So I can really only fight one, whichever way I end up going from here. And honestly, if I go to the left after this rest, that will be a lot simpler. No, I guess it'll happen either way, huh? Okay, well, I'll go to the rest area. I still don't need to heal all that much, so I will smith once more. This time upgrading Eviscerate. So this one would be Treasure Battle, Event Elite. Or I could go to the left and get Treasure Battle Elite. I think I'm going to go to the left. Game looks really confusing. I don't play much of puzzle games and I have... Yeah, so this is a card battle game, I guess, but it's also what's called a roguelike. So each run through the game, like, has all sorts of different things that can happen. Including different relics you can get that give you passive bonuses. I will admit, anybody who struggles with reading, this might not be the best game, because there's a lot of reading involved. Just to understand what you're doing each turn and what happens from each relic and potion and all sorts of things like that. It's, yeah, lots of reading involved. But yeah, essentially it's sort of a card game in a way, but you play the cards to do different things in the battles. But it's like randomized in some ways each time you play. Okay, Ornamental Fan. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Okay. I mean, definitely doesn't hurt to have, even if I don't wind up making much use of it. You have a thief here. Okay, well I can deflect for free. So then if I use strike 3 times, I will not only deal the 18 associated damage, but I will also then gain 4 block because of the fan. So let's do that. And then I'll end my turn. So yeah. So each card has a particular, like, energy cost. And depending on how much the... You know, you only have so much energy that you get per turn. Okay, so that costs 1 less for each card discarded this turn. 9 damage 3 times. That would actually be enough to win. But I can also make it even less expensive by doing that. Just in case. Ta-da! Victory. Okay. Draw 3 cards, discard 1 card. 6 free damage. Hard to argue with that. Deal 7 damage, apply 1 weak. I think I'll take Slice, because no cost. Oh, yay. We have ourselves an elite enemy. So this one, I actually fought in the custom run, and, like, once you get it down, or maybe it's like, if you deal enough damage to it within 1 turn, it'll be like, okay, I'm not sleeping anymore. But I feel like I have quite a lot of damage dealing stuff here. So I'm kind of like, well, why not? Okay, you know what? I'm going to gain 8 block from this. Discard 1 of my defend cards. And that makes Eviscerate less expensive, so I can still play it. I'm going to wake this thing up already, aren't I? Yep. But hey, at least it doesn't metallicize then. Oh yeah, and it's stunned for this turn. Next turn it'll start attacking though. Deal 4 damage, apply 2 weak. That's no cost, I'll take that for sure. Deflect is free. What potions do I have? 5 strength. Tell you what. Let me go ahead and be prepared. Oh, that's right. If I play 3 attack cards, I gain 4 block anyway. So I will discard defend. Because this way, now I get to deal more damage and only have 1 less block than I would have from if I played the defend card. Been a struggle to have a mental disability, developmental delay, because sometimes I have to explain to most people I meet publicly what I'm diagnosed with because they ask, but yeah. It's exhausting for me to meet different people and ask the same question. Yeah, I am sorry you have to deal with that. But I hope you don't let it get you too discouraged or anything. Alright. Deflect is free, so I'll play that. Let me go ahead and be prepared. I will get rid of the defend card, because now I can do 3 attack cards in one turn. Actually, Eviscerate's just going to end this battle, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Mercury Hourglass. At the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Okay, free damage each turn. Nice. And then I can add, Backstab. That's what I saw in my one daily run. Oh, but then there's Masterful Stab. Costs 1 additional energy for each time you lose HP this combat. So if you haven't been hurt, it's free. But otherwise it can keep getting more energy costly. I think I'd rather take Backstab. Just 11 free damage at the start of battle is essentially what that boils down to. And now I can go to a merchant. I have not been to one yet, and if I take the left path, I would not get a merchant at all. Merchant! Okay, what do we got here? Always look at the relics first. Normal enemy combats are no longer encountered in mystery rooms. Interesting. Well, I can't afford that one. Start each elite combat with 2 strength. Oh, that'll really put an emphasis on trying to find and fight elites then. Which, you know what, why not? Because then I would get more relics from them. And I can afford absolutely nothing else after that. Proceed. Alright, so then we go to our rest stop here. I am not missing 23 HP. But if, you know what? I will smith once again. I could upgrade Backstab, have it deal 4 more damage, or Slice, deal 3 more damage for free. You know what? Yeah, let's upgrade Slice. Okay, then I'm gonna do 1 more combat. We'll have another rest. Oh, these guys. Yay. So, on death applies to vulnerable. Right. Okay. Neutralize on this guy. Backstab on this one. I'm gonna try to rig this up so that I wind up defeating both of them in the same turn. Everyone nice and say that my speech is really good. Very happy to hear that because they don't. Yeah. Honestly, I don't like, people are nice, but sometimes they're just wondering. I don't know why most people are focused. Yeah, I mean, there could be different reasons for people wanting to understand someone's disability. Like, it could genuinely just be a matter of they want to know you better and, like, what you deal with on a daily basis that most people don't is part of that. Some people might try and take advantage of knowing that information, which I definitely don't agree with people doing that. But yeah, it's a little hard to tell who is just wanting to be nice and helpful and who has other motives sometimes. Whenever you're attacked, deal 3 damage back. Oh. Okay, that's actually kind of helpful for any long-term battles. At the end of your turn, retain up to 1 card. That could also be handy. Or apply 5 poison. Of course, if I could keep piling poison on, that's... oof. These all sound pretty good, actually. See, right now, this deck seems really good at dealing with... or seems better at dealing with individual enemies more so than groups. If I had larger groups attacking me, the caltrops would be real helpful. But the poison... and I know there's some stuff that interacts with poison later on. Alright, I'm taking the poison. Alright, I guess now the big question is, do I think I'll survive the boss battle? Also, no need to apologize for grammar errors. That happens literally all the time these days. Whether in text messages or social media posts or anything like that. Because I'll fully heal at the end of the boss battle, so, like, if I think I'll survive it anyway, I might just want to upgrade another card. And that makes the poison apply 7 instead of 5. Woof. Alright, going for it. Alright. What's the boss this time? Oh, jeez. It's a slime. And one that splits as well. Ugh. When its HP is at or below 50%, will split into 5 smaller slimes with the slime boss's current HP. But, like, this deck does not deal enough damage in one turn to end up really getting around that. Okay. Backstab. Let me go ahead and do the prepared thing just to see what all I get. Okay. I don't really need block, though. At least not this turn. So... Oh shoot, I totally could have given myself more strength. Oh well, it's just for one turn, so not a big deal. Okay, so that's what they did. They've added some slime cards to my deck. Enemy intention is unknown. Great. But they don't plan on attacking. So, with that in mind, I'm just going to use Eviscerate. Because that's how I'll get the most damage done. And 27 would still not get it down to half. Close. But not quite there. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that bit, though. Dang it. Well, that didn't go how I wanted it. Oof.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
I could gain the extra strength this turn. Which might be handy, because now I want to get this done pretty quick. Alright, fine. Now that slime's gonna split. Okay. Ooh, poison. Okay. They all plan on not attacking this turn. So I'm gonna apply some deadly poison to the big one. Okay, these other two slimes will not split any further, it looks like. So let me go ahead and start damaging them. My deck is about to be filled with tons of slime cards, isn't it? Oh. They have now made me frail, which means... Oh, and weakened. So I gain less block and deal less damage this turn. Yippee! Alright, Scooby, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, well, I can make that one deal a bit less damage. Ooh. I can discard the slimed card. Although, let me do that with the prepared effect first. Okay. Gain 6 block. I'll discard this slimed card. Gain 3 more block, even though I don't really need it that badly. And end my turn. Even more turns being weakened and whatnot. Yippee! Okay, so... I can deal enough damage to get rid of the one small slime. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. And then I'll just defend because I don't really have any other option given the amount of energy. I will exhaust this slimed card, though, so it's no longer in my deck. They sure do like making me frail and weak here. Alright, Alright, well, deflect. Do a 4 damage. Gain 3 more block. And then exhaust one of these. And turn is done. Oh. Now the other big slime splits. Okay. Well, at least I don't have to worry about any more splitting. Okay, so let me put the deadly poison on this one. Go ahead and use prepared. Exhaust that, or discard that, not exhaust it. Okay, neutralize. Hang on. Yeah, okay, I should be able to get rid of the one slime in front. If I can't discard a card, do I still gain 6 block from this? Looks like it. Okay, cool. There's a nice way to get around the discarding requirement. Alright, and I am no longer frail or weakened. Huzzah. Still can't deal enough damage to get rid of either of them, though. You know what? Actually, with the poison... Yeah. With the poison, this one's gonna die in between turns. Okay. Only one to go. Alrighty. Oh, jeez. Well, I don't really need to gain more block this turn, so I'll just use Eviscerate, and we're done with this battle. Huzzah! The boss. Defeated slime boss. Okay. Gain 97 gold. A fear potion, which applies 3 vulnerable. And I get to add one of these. Hello. Enemy loses X strength. Apply X weak. And exhaust. X being relative to how much energy I have left. Doppelganger. Next turn, draw X cards and gain X energy. Oh! That could make for a really powerful singular turn at some point. Or, after image, whenever you play a card, gain 1 block. Just straight up, any card I play? Oh, dang. Oh, I think I'm going to have to go with after image. Oh, yeah. And then treasure. Philosopher's Stone. Gain 1 energy at the start of your turn. All enemies start combat with 1 strength. Wristblade. Attacks that cost 0 deal 4 additional damage. I have at least one of those. Runic Dome. Gain 1 energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer see enemy intents. Ugh. But there's so much planning that's involved in knowing that. I think I'm gonna go with the Wristblade. Because I'm thinking I have at least 2 cards already to which that applies. Alright, now. Which path would give me the most elites? Looks like kind of down the middle there. 1, 2... Yeah, looks like 2 is the most I could get along any given path. So, yeah. Oh, but then I'm skipping any and all rests until, like, just before the boss. Ugh. Oh, well. Going with it anyway. Okay. So we have ourselves a chosen enemy. Intends to attack for 5 damage 2 times. Well, first thing I'll do is gain 4 block. Deadly Poison is a skill. But I can also use Backstab for free. And that's 1 attack. I really want to apply the poison. So I can either gain 10 block, which would be enough to not take any damage, or I deal 12 damage to them, gain 4 more block, and really I only take 2 damage when all's said and done. I think I'll strike twice. And end my turn. By the way, I'm doing this battle just to lock in what the rewards I got from the boss battle. Okay. Now they intend to inflict a powerful negative effect on me. Okay. Neutralize. They have been weakened. Let me go ahead and use Prepared. I don't really need block too badly, so I'm gonna ditch. I'll discard the Survivor card, because then I can strike and eviscerate. Hex. What does the Hex do? Whenever you play a non-attack card, shuffle 1 dazed into your draw pile. Ah. Well, I'm about to win this anyway. Slice. Okay, 15 gold, and I could add another Deflect. Escape Plan Plus. Draw 1 card. If you draw a skill, gain 5 block. Well, I just draw a free card either way. Or Crippling Cloud. Apply 4 poison and 2 weak to all enemies. Oh, dang. Really good in group situations, that's for sure. But drawing a card for free. Dang it. I'm kind of torn between the left and the right options. See, but then Crippling Cloud could become even better if I get the chance to upgrade it. Alright. Crippling Cloud. Of course, if I want to lock that in, I have to go ahead to the next thing. And just, like, keep going until... that's part of the problem with this game. If you really want to lock in something in particular, which... I mean... I don't know. Maybe I could revisit that decision and come to a different conclusion later. That... I think... seems like a reasonable spot to... pause progress on this for now. Okay, so I've cleared Act 1 as the Silent. It felt a little bit smoother, in my opinion, than the first run as the Ironclad, although maybe that's just because I understand the game a little bit better. Could also be having more low-cost cards contributing to that. But we'll see how it goes from here. I'm gonna try to fight more elites so then I get more relics and get some more passive benefits like that. But that could also get me into some trouble with fighting more difficult enemies. So we'll have to see how it goes. I'm hoping I can clear more of it. I'm hoping I can clear Act 3 maybe at least in at least my first run with one of the characters. I don't know. We'll have to see. There is another one that I've unlocked already, so I don't know. Maybe. If not, I'll keep going for a little bit, but I don't want to, like, figuratively bash my head against a wall recording all of that in the meantime, where it's just like attempt after attempt where I don't make it through. But anyway, I still don't plan to be done with Slay the Spire for a while. So as always, like and share if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you get updates when I post new videos. Then you won't miss any future stuff of me playing Slay the Spire or other videos of mine. Make sure you look down in the description as well for other ways to follow me on social media and interact with things that I'm doing. Got my Discord server down in there and a supporter page if you want to help out with what I'm doing. And then if you're just looking to leave your thoughts and questions, you can go down to the comment section below the video and all that and leave it down there. So that's it for now. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another video. But whatever the case is, till next time, stay cool, people.